I believe the value of the brand has actually increased since COVID, and the reason for that is the number of travelers has decreased significantly, and the fewer travelers now are staying with brands they recognize, brands they know, brands they stayed at, brands that they are loyal to, and brands that ensure a certain level of standard. So I believe brands are there to stay, and they have done actually better since COVID. And in response to the crisis, we launched Radisson Individuals, which is our soft brand, in order to affiliate some of the independent hotels, maybe struggling during the crisis now, looking for a big umbrella for a home, a big company with a strong reservation system that can get them through the crisis. So we proudly affiliated Henrietta House in Bath to Radisson Individuals, Rivaness Hotel in Inverness, about 20 properties across EMEA in the last 6 months, and obviously looking to affiliate some of the beautiful properties across the UK and Ireland in the next few months or so. Absolutely. So we have about over 60 serviced apartments at the moment in EMEA. We are looking to expand this ever-growing sector. I think the sector was on an upward trend before the pandemic, but they have proved during the pandemic that they're very resilient. It's a very resilient hospitality segment, and we're looking to expand that in my region, UK and Ireland. We're looking to bring Radisson serviced apartments, Radisson Red serviced apartments. We can do serviced apartments for all our brands, across our brands. And I believe this segment is not just resilient during crisis, but also is quite a profitable segment. We are looking at high occupancy rates because the customers are staying throughout, sometimes weeks, sometimes years. They may work in a city, stay Monday to Friday, but keep their room for the weekend when they may want to go home. And high occupancy rates, but also low costs. And the costs would be distribution costs. They're not usually booking by OTAs, they're booking direct. When you stay for a year in a hotel, you may want to go direct to the hotel and talk to them to see what suite you can get. And also staffing. I say, for a serviced apartment, you may have 10 members of staff per 100 keys versus 30 members of staff for 100 key hotel. And also, I would say the admin costs, the same. I mean, you obviously got one department and breakfast. You haven't got all the department heads. You haven't got a lot of the commissions and other A&G costs that goes in a hotel. So I believe high occupancies, better costing, higher GOPs. You could be looking at a GOP of 60% for a serviced apartment versus 40-50 for a hotel. So I think it's really an interesting business model, and investors are increasingly looking to expand in the segment. Yes, absolutely. So investors are now looking to expand into the segment. They're looking at our brands and what they can do. They're even looking at a hybrid, a hotel and serviced apartment as an element of serviced apartments. So say 200-room hotel and serviced apartments, you may have 75% bedrooms and 25% serviced apartments. So we can also do, for larger properties, you can do the same lobby, same front of house, the same back of house, but probably separate wings. So you've got the hotel here and the serviced apartments, a different wing. Ideally, you would separate them, and if you don't have two wings, maybe you have one floor of serviced apartments. I believe they will be expanding geographically across Europe in the major markets, but not only. As I was saying before, the segment has been growing exponentially in the last few years, and I think it's only going up for them. Investors are now looking at the returns, more than ever, because return on investment is important. You may be looking for a Radisson serviced apartment. The cost of development is between 100 to 120K. You don't have much food and beverage. We know that profitability from the bedroom segment is much higher, it's 70-80%. Profitability from F&B is 30-40%. So I think if you look at who's delivering the highest GOP, departmental profit, it's actually no-brainer that the bedroom element is driving a lot of the GOP. So I think for them, looking at serviced apartments, mixed-use developments, a combination of hotel and serviced apartments, I think is really the way to go. Yes, actually developers, I mean, they've always been quite creative and very sophisticated developers. In my region, UK and Ireland, I mean, they are the most sophisticated developers. And they're always looking for ways to combine various mixes to create the optimum product. We're looking at a few projects in the UK, a tower that will have office, hotel, rooftop bar, conference facilities. We're also looking at places conversion of House of Fraser. We've been seeing now quite a few department stores such as Debenhams and House of Fraser. We have signed some and we're looking to hopefully sign a few more. Their location is always the best. They are on the high street of the city, so you can actually get a better location in town. I believe so. The focus at the moment is on resorts, as you know. Leisure is now the market to watch, and there have been quite a few transactions, I know, in Spain and Portugal for resort destinations. And there, by definition, a resort has a lot of uses. Could have a spa, could have some large conference facilities, so in the off-season or the business season, they can do some large weddings, celebrations, incentives. But also for city center hotels, we are looking ourselves at mixed-use developments within the hotels, or possibly converting some of the space. I mean, hopefully we are not experiencing another crisis such as the one we've just had, like to the extent and the damage that this one produced. But for the future, maybe look at be able to adapt and convert some of the spaces into other spaces. If the hotel is closed, maybe I can convert my lobby and some of my rooms maybe into boardrooms, which are actually, we are doing that as we speak, and we have convertible rooms. What we do now is saying, why build an extra 20 bedrooms or an extra 20 boardrooms when you can have just 20 bedrooms or boardrooms. So you can actually convert a room, a bedroom, into a meeting room, into a private dining room, and then convert it back to a bedroom when you need to. So potentially you can sell the room twice a day. You sell it during the day as a meeting room or as a private dining, and then you sell it as an accommodation overnight. So with our design team, it's a very creative team, we managed to have the furniture in the room very cleverly going into the wall. So when you have a meeting in the room, you're actually pushing the bed into the wall. You would not know there is a bed behind that door, that wall. In the bathroom, obviously we have a shower for a hotel bedroom. During a meeting, you may want to cover the shower with a screen. So we pull down a screen, and then you have, just a normal boardroom bathroom. So very creatively, our genius technical team has come up with some beautiful solutions to save the investors money and creating the same space multifunctional